really don't need to wear is in this video, but I feel like I just need to put them on for this intro, so. Hello everybody, how are we? So today's video is going to be a tad different to normal, as you can probably tell by the title of this video. Basically my friend Sarah went into her local charity shop and she saw something and she said it was just had me written all over it. So she sent it to me and that is basically what today's video is. So we're going to be making our own Winnie the Pooh. And so yeah, it's a sew your own Winnie the Pooh. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's get into this, you know. I have already opened it up before I started this because I just wanted to make sure that everything is in here and that I didn't need to get anything else. The only thing you do need that isn't in this kit is stuffing, but I already have loads of that. So, no pun intended there. There's a bunch of paper here, so let's start with that. A bunch of patterns, so we'll get to that in a minute. I'm just trying to find some instructions. There are more patterns, so put them to the side. More patterns. Oh, and I completely forgot to mention, it comes with an adoption certificate, so once we've finished making it, I'll fill this in. Okay, so of course the instructions were the bottom thing on the pile, typical, hey? Okay, sew your own lying down bear. Cool. You will need polycotton sewing thread in red, cream and black. I'm not sure if I have a cream, but surely a white would do. I have some offy whites, so maybe that'll do, I don't know. Sewing needle, pins, small sharp scissors, a white pencil, a pencil, tracing paper. Okay, this is a fun way to make your own Winnie the Pooh. The direction of the pile is the way the fur of the material lies. If you stroke it down, it'll be smooth. If you stroke it up, it ruffles up. The pattern pieces should lie on the back of the fabric with the arrows going down. I think we are going to move this party into my sewing room. So I don't think you guys have been on there, on my channel before. You've been in there on my Instagram, but I think it's going to be better if we just move this whole party straight into there now, because obviously I can't make a Winnie the Pooh sat here like this. So I'm also just going to quickly apologise because the lighting isn't very good in there. I will try my best to get as good a setup as I can, but obviously that room isn't designed for filming. I have set it up for sewing, so I really have no idea what kind of angles we're going to be working with, but we're going to try our best. So okay, so welcome to the sewing room. Not much of a background, but it's my sewing room, my dad's office, the spare room, all tied into one. So yeah, I've got everything set up on the table. I think I need I've got my pins, my tiny scissors, white pencil. What else did they say I needed? A normal pencil. Got that too. Then we just put everything to the side. So, sewing needle. Surely I have a sewing needle somewhere around here. We'll come back to that. Pins, all on here. Small sharp scissors, here. White pencil, here. Normal pencil, here. Tracing paper. I'll probably have some in the kitchen somewhere, I'm guessing. Okay. I really looking at this. It looks complicated, but how complicated can it be? At the very end of the instructions, it says, "Wow, you've made your own Winnie the Pooh." I'm not sure you can see that. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I'm guessing we're starting off with the head, because that's got it first. So I keep saying that, but I'm not doing it as an actual pun. Let's just get on with this. Okay, so I've just had a little bit of a scan over the instructions, and I think what I'm going to do first is, there's 3 pages of patterns, so I think first I'm just going to cut them all out and then mark them onto the fabric, then cut them out of the fabric, so then I know I've got all the pieces cut ready. And then the first official step is mark position of eyes on the back of the eye mask using a pencil. Carefully snip a hole where the eyes are marked. Push eye button through hole from the first side of the fabric. Press washer on. Okay, so we have, I can't pick them up. There's the little eye. I'm guessing this is what it means by washer. Just to go on the back to like kind of hold the eye in place. There's the eye mask template. So yeah, I think I'm now actually wondering, I think it'd be easier if because I was originally, before I just said this, I was just going to cut them all out. I think so. I will cut all the paper fabric out, but I think I won't cut the fabric out until I get to that step. So like right now I will cut the eye mask bit out so I can do the eyes, but I think if I did just had all the pieces just cut out, I'd get confused. But I already am getting confused. I've got a scrunchie here because, you know, everything's a real deal when you have to put a scrunchie on. So this is probably going to be like a time lapse of me cutting out paper, so enjoy. Okay, change of plans again. So I just cut out the eye mask, which is the first piece it says I need on the instructions. So I think I am just going to cut them out on the paper as I need them, because I'm scared, like some of the pieces, like the nose pieces, are quite small, so I don't want to like lose them. So yeah, change of plans again. I'll cut them out as I need them. But this is the first bit done, so I have that done. Let's just put that to the side. Let's re-get our instructions. So I think the next bit I need to do is cut this out on the fabric. Mark position of eyes on the back of the eye mask using a pencil. Carefully snip a hole where eyes are marked. Push, okay. So yeah, I need to cut this out on the fabric and then mark where the crosses are on the fabric, cut a hole in that, and put the eyes in it. Should be pretty simple. It sounds simple, probably not going to be simple. So I'll catch up with you in a bit. Hi, so it's another day. I've decided I'm not going to time lapse making the whole thing because like it is turning out to be so much more complicated than I expected. So a time lapse is just going to go on for ages. So I'm just going to like update you at each point I feel like you guys need an update. So here's an update. So we've got his head done. I'm now working on his nose bit. So obviously that will go in there, obviously it'll be inside out, and then like on the tip of the nose it's going to be like obviously the little black bit. But yeah, this is how he is looking so far. Okay, so it has been over a month since I started filming this video. That was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. The instructions were probably the worst instructions like ever. Every step, like some of the sentences, like the instructions like contradicted each other. Some of them just made plain no sense. And some of the steps were literally pointless. Like there was some parts where it said to do darts, and like I did the dart, and it was like pointless. Like on them, I'll show you when I do the grand reveal. Like on the ears it said to do a dart in the middle, but because the ears are so small it didn't make a difference. So I skipped some stuff out, I made some stuff up, but I'm happy to announce my So-Your Own Winnie the Pooh, gifted to me by my friend Sarah, is finally finished! Okay, are you guys ready? This is what it started out as. Merely a bag with some templates, a sheet of fabric and instructions, and it has turned into ta-da! So compare it to the picture. I didn't do too bad. This is him. Let's do a 360 shot of him. Lovely. They had done Winnie the Pooh on here in yellow wool, but like I just decided not to do that because he's like designed to lay down, so you're not going to see it anyway, so I just thought it was like a pointless step. But yeah, here he is. So the first thing I'm going to mention that I skipped out on is these ears here. There's meant to be a dart in the middle, and for the non-sewers out there, a dart is, how can I describe a dart? You know those bits on your shirt where it's like a bit of fabric kind of like sewn in, and it's like a line there, usually like there's usually two on your back, and then there's some like to shape your breasts to make the top fit all your grooves. They're darts. They had some on for his ears to shape his ears, so he had like a little dent in his ears, but because the dart was so small, like it was probably about 1 centimeter long, it didn't make a difference, so I just didn't bother with it. And the other thing I did differently, his legs, they still look massive, but they were longer than this. I chopped about that much off, so at the top they were long enough, like they looked like human legs, so I chopped like a good that much off, and then re-sew them back on. But he's finally finished. I am actually really proud of him, like because of how hard the instructions were. I am really, really proud of him, and you can tell he's Pooh. You know, you can tell you haven't failed a project when you can still tell by looking at it what it's supposed to be. That's how I know when you've passed a project, and you can still tell he's Winnie the Pooh, so I think I passed. Ding ding, point to me. So yeah, if you're watching this, Sarah, thank you so much for sending him to me. As much as a challenge as he was to make, it was really fun. And as a sewer, I do really like to be challenged. Like, even though sometimes it gets really stressful, but when you come out with a project when you come out with a finished project at the end of it, I think that's what makes it all worth it. Because you just look at the beginning of the project, you just started off with a sheet of fabric and threads, and then you end up with something like this. Look at him. So yeah, I officially now have another Winnie the Pooh in my Winnie the Pooh collection. I feel like that needs to be a video because I do share with you guys on Instagram all my Winnie the Poohs. But I feel like I should do a Winnie the Pooh plush collection video. If you want to see that video, please let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, so here he is. He's finally done. I think Sarah sent him to me in like July, like mid-July, end of July, and I started working on him in like mid-August. It is now the end of September, but he is done, and isn't he a cutie? But yes, that was this video. I know I didn't film the entire making of him, but like there got to the point where I was running out of things to film making him. Like if I did a time lapse of the entire making him, well, it took me a month to make him, and that is a long time lapse to do, and so it would have been to the point I'd had to speed it up so much that you wouldn't have seen anything anyway. It would just kind of been like everything going everywhere, and like I did take like long breaks from doing him, because if I sit at my sewing machine and it's not going right and I start getting annoyed and stressed, that's when you know things are going to go wrong. So it's just better to take a step away, you know, have a bit of a break, have the weekend off. Yes, it will make your project go on longer, but you know you won't mess up, because I know when I start to get annoyed and frustrated, yes, I'm getting frustrated because I want the thing to be done, but I know I'll be more frustrated if I mess up and have to start again. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video and my little new Pooh. And thank you again, Sarah, for sending him to me to make. I love him. If you did like this video, please smash that thumbs up button and comment down below what Disney stuff you have made like this. Have you ever brought a sew your own kit and made something like that? Do let me know. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out any of my future Disney videos, and why don't you just ding that notification bell while you're down there? I mean, you might as well, you're already down there. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!